Hi everybody, this is Christy with PacTax. Thank you so much for watching this brief video that's going to give you a little bit of information about what you need to know about filing your upcoming taxes with us. Things are different this year, to say the least. We want to make sure that you get all the deductions and credits that you are supposed to and that you don't miss anything. So we're going to take a few minutes right now to walk you through some of the major changes that are happening and to tell you what you need to do to prepare to get your taxes filed. I am also going to introduce you to three of our team members, Andrea, Kennedy, and Matt. The first thing that I want to talk about today is this intake form. So if you are already on our mailing list, you're going to get a mailer and you're going to get this in the mail, in the mailer. We want you to read through it and fill it out before your appointment. A lot of CPA firms send out these organizers for you to fill out that are like 20 pages. To me, that's totally overkill. So we're not going to make you go fill out 20 pages, but we do have one page front and back that you have to fill out. We've worked really hard to focus on the things that are most important, but it is important that you fill it out. It's actually necessary that you fill it out. So before we can prepare your taxes this year, you need to fill this out. And if you're coming into the office, bring it with you. If we're going to do things for you virtually, great, you're gonna send it with everything else. There are just so many changes this year, and as you fill out the form, it will help make sure that you don't miss any of these really valuable deductions and credits. It's the bright orange one, so if you didn't receive it, you can get it on our website, pac.tax, or you can just call us. But please, please, please fill it out. Your refund will. Thank you. Also, don't forget, you can go online and schedule your tax appointment. It's already available to go schedule and find a time that works for you. We anticipate being really busy this year. We still plan to see clients in our office, of course, using all of the social distancing and things that we're supposed to do with COVID. We really love to see you in person. That is to me, the very best way to do your taxes because you're right there. If we have any questions, you can answer the questions. It's the fastest way to get your taxes done. But we also know that it's a really bizarre time right now. So if you can't come in person or if you're not comfortable coming in person, we can still do your taxes. You can either drop everything off to our office or you can send us everything through our secure online portal. So there's lots of ways to get things done. Our preference still is to have you actually make an appointment and come in and sit down and get them done. So you can schedule an appointment either by calling us, and then but you can call us, you can go online to schedule, but again, our preference is to see you in person. And with any appointments that we have, we do ask that you come prepared. So regardless of the appointment, our whole goal is to make sure, our goal really is we would like to see you in one appointment, not you come one time, we talk about things, you come back. We want you to come once, we prepare your taxes, everything's done, and then you leave and you don't have to think about it again. You don't have to worry about it again. And doing that, where we do it all in one appointment, really helps us to be efficient and to keep our prices really low. So if you end up missing things or you do need multiple appointments, it could impact your price. So please, please, please fill out your intake form and come prepared for your appointment so that you can leave and your taxes will just be done and out of the way. Okay, so that was kind of the housekeeping stuff, but now on to the important tax updates, because like I said, it's a weird year and things have changed. So I'm first going to turn the time over to Andrea Bell to talk about the tax changes with the stimulus. Many of you met Andrea last year. She is wonderful. She has been preparing taxes for 15 years. She came on with PacTax last year for the first year and was just fabulous. She also does tax strategy planning, payroll, and bookkeeping. So we're gonna turn the time over to Andrea.
Hi everybody, this is Andrea. A big change this year is that you need to report information about any stimulus payments you received in 2020. Many people got exactly what they are supposed to, but there are millions of people in the US that did not get the right amount in their stimulus payment. And some people didn't get anything at all when they really should have. So this year on your taxes, you need to report exactly what you received. The IRS should have sent you a letter stating the amounts. If they did not, you can get that number from irs.gov. You have to report this number on your taxes. The great news is it's not taxable, so you won't have to pay taxes on the stimulus money you received. But if you did not receive that money, we will report that on your taxes and you will get the amount that you should have. Also, if you have a small business and you receive any special funding from the COVID relief, like a PPP loan or an EIDL loan, you must know what you received and report that on your taxes as well. So make sure and do your homework and fill out your orange piece of paper. Make sure you fill out that form and come prepared. There is a place on the form where you can write down your total stimulus amounts. So make sure you bring that with you, and thanks.
Thanks, Andrea. Next, we are going to have Kennedy tell us about big changes to charitable deductions. And don't zone out if you've already zoned out or if you don't usually itemize. This might still apply to you. Kennedy is a dream. She has a master's degree in taxation and is specialized in business tax returns. She is brilliant and you will love her. Okay, now she will tell you about charitable contributions.
Hi guys, this is Kennedy. I want to tell you about a new charitable donation deduction that you could take even if you don't itemize your deductions on your tax return. This is totally new. Usually charitable donations aren't going to matter unless you have lots of itemized deductions. Now for your 2020 taxes, you're allowed to deduct up to $300 in cash donations completely separate from your itemized deductions. This could save you up to $100 on your taxes, so make sure you fill out that information form we're sending to you. We want you to get the best results possible, and this is a great new deduction you don't want to miss. Okay, on the form we're sending you, we want you to total all of your charitable donations and give us two numbers. The first is how much you donated in money. This could be to your church or to the Boy Scouts or any other charities you donated to in the year. The other number we want you to give us is how much you donated in stuff. So anything you took to the DI or Goodwill, etc. For money donations, you need to write down the actual amount that you donated, but for your stuff donations, you can just estimate this based on what you think all that stuff would have sold for at a garage sale, which is usually about a fifth of what you bought it for. Okay, so to recap, even if you usually don't itemize your deductions, we want you to fill out the information form and give a number for total money donations and a number for total stuff donations. Let's get your refund as high as it's really supposed to be. Thanks.
Thanks, Kennedy. Next, we'll let Matt teach us about the COVID changes to retirement. Matt is our go-to for all things retirement. He's a BYU grad, don't be haters, and he is as sharp as they come. Okay, Matt, tell us about the retirement changes this year.
Hi everyone, this is Matt. There are some big changes this year involving your retirement distributions. First, if you withdrew money from your retirement account and you're under the age of 59 and a half, you usually have to pay a 10% penalty. The COVID legislation made an exception to that rule. Now for 2020, if you pulled any money out, you may not have to pay the 10% penalty if you qualify to be affected by COVID-19. You would still need to pay the tax on that money, just not the penalty. This applies to withdrawal amounts of up to $100,000. But it only applies to those who qualify. It's not something that just anyone can do and not have to pay the penalty. To qualify, you have to show that you or your spouse or a dependent has tested positive for COVID-19, or that you have experienced financial hardship due to a quarantine, income reduction, or lack of childcare. If you did take money out of retirement early, then you are allowed to either pay the tax on all of it at once on your 2020 tax return, or you can choose to pay that tax over 3 years. We can help you walk through these options when you come in to visit us. The second big change involving retirement is for taxpayers who are 72 or older and who are usually required to take a minimum distribution from their retirement account. These distributions, they're called RMDs. The COVID legislation allowed people to skip their RMDs for 2020 if they wanted to. And if you already took your RMD, you are allowed to roll those funds back into your retirement account. I know this is a lot of new information this year, so please make sure you thoroughly fill out this info form when you come in to visit us. Just know that these things are constantly changing, and so far they only apply to the 2020 tax year. We will update you as the IRS comes out with more info and changes.
Thanks, Matt. And congratulations to you. If you have made it all the way through this video so far, we really appreciate it. And as you can see, there are lots of changes. And likely there are going to be more changes. Even today, there are more changes. So as things come out, we're going to keep you updated. But thank you so much for giving the PacTax team the opportunity to help with your taxes. We all really love what we do, and we love our clients. As our firm grows, I'm excited to announce that we are able to provide you with even more services and protection than we have in the past. Starting with your 2020 taxes, all individual tax returns that we file at PacTax will include full audit assistance and identity theft protection. This means that when you file your personal taxes with PacTax, we have you covered. If you are audited for 2020, we provide assistance through the whole process at no additional charge, which is amazing because that process can be super expensive if you want professional help to help you with it. We also help you with any letters you receive from the IRS or any states as well. Most national chains or CPA firms make you pay extra to have this kind of a service. Not us. We are going to include it with every personal tax return that we file. Also, as a reminder, our prices start at $125 for a personal tax return, and we guarantee to beat the price of any national chain or traditional CPA firm, generally by a long shot. Really, I don't know of any other firm where you can go that beats our pricing. We are committed to offering you the best service at the best price. Also, remember that we love your referrals. When you send someone our way, we give them $20 off their tax preparation, and we give you $20 off yours as well. So please send us your friends. Okay, that was a lot of information. Thank you so much for sticking through it all. If you haven't scheduled yet, please do so as soon as possible. And please make sure that you completely fill out this orange information form before your appointment. Thanks. We'll see you soon. Okay, let's get that. Okay, yay.